Something I don't share with a lot of people is that with one of my businesses, we actually did over $1 million in revenue within the first 6 days. And it's something I don't usually tell because it feels like it's bragging or anything like that, but it's really not. And it's actually about the company Connectio. Maybe you've heard about it, but back when we were about to launch it, no one heard about it. Like it didn't exist yet. All it was an idea I had. And just like a lot of us, like we have an idea, we build something, but then the main challenge is like, how do you get that out in the world? How do you make sure people, first of all, know about it, and secondly, actually make a purchase? And that's what I want to go into this video. I'm going to talk to you about how I was able to do a $1.3 million launch, in a 6-day period. Just in case we haven't met before, my name is Wilco Kreij. I'm the founder and CEO of Connectio, which is a platform to help advertisers target better audiences in order to get a higher profitable Facebook ad campaign, right? But that's not what this video is about. This is about when we first launched the very first product, which was called Connect Leads. It was a product that we launched a couple years ago, and right before I launched that, I read this book by Jeff Walker. It's called Launch. He's also done a whole training on it called the perfect launch formula. Instead of just sending your message out in the world and say like, hey, here's our product, essentially what he's all about is before you say that, before like here's our product, you actually educate the market with a couple of videos beforehand. Like in every video goes into a certain topic, but basically, let's say on a certain date you are going to launch your product or business. What he's all about is like, all right, the days prior to that, you're going to build up excitement and momentum so that by sharing videos all about that thing that is about to launch. So basically how that looks in practice is that you would have some kind of an opt-in form, right, where people can enter their name and email address. And then after they actually do that, they would then get the video, right? So like this is a video, and like that would be on day one, and then so that's day one. And then on day two, they would get another video, right? And excuse my drawing, I'm not the best drawer in the world, but you'll have to excuse me for that. And then on day three, same thing. As you can see, my drawing gets worse by the day. Doesn't matter, because on day three, that is also where basically you make the initial offer, right? So that means that over the period of a couple of days, so you build up the excitement and talk about why your product is going to solve your customers' needs and your customers' problems, right? Now, when I read that, I was like, wow, this is going to be amazing. This is going to be awesome. A lot of people are going to get excited, and that's when I realized, like, wait a second. Even if I create those videos, no one's actually going to see them, right? So like, how do you get the message out in the world? Like, it's one cool thing to get people excited, but if no one's there to actually see it, well, that doesn't really help me, right? So that's when I realized we need to figure out a way to get more people to see these videos. So I took what Jeff Walker preached with his book in the perfect product launch formula, but I added something to it which made it a lot better, because I actually recorded a forward video, right, which was not a public video. This was something that I teach a very specific thing with Facebook ads that you could do that not a lot of people knew about, right? And it gained a lot of extra leads if you implemented it. The strategy itself doesn't work right now anymore, but like that video was at that time was something that every advertiser would want to get their hands on, right? And everyone could get their hands on, but I didn't just give it to them, right? Because essentially I did the same thing. Like people had to opt in first, right? And after they did, they get the first video. And in that video, I gave like a lot of strategies, like I shared tips about, in this case, about Facebook lead ads, which was what Connect Leads was all about. But I didn't just do that, right? What I also did is below the video, I actually had a widget using UpViral where every person got their own unique invite link, which automatically keeps track how many of their friends they refer. And then below the unique invite link, there are like share buttons and things like that. And every single time where someone would share this with their friends would then also go to the opt-in page, and automatically UpViral would keep track how many people actually opted in. And this mechanism, this unique invite link mechanism, is what put Dropbox on the map, right? You probably heard about them. It's this tool where you can just share files. And if I'm going to ask you, like, how did you figure out about Dropbox? How do you know about Dropbox? My guess is that you're going to say, well, a friend told me about it, because that's right, like what they did was genius, right? They had some initial traction, they had some initial users, then they gave every one of the users their own unique invite link, and they told them like, hey, if you share this with your friends, and every time your friends actually sign up, you will get more storage in your account. So you would get something of value in return for getting your friends to also sign up. So that's exactly what we did here, right? I recorded a video and told them like, hey, this is like a lot of content, and I teach value. But then at the end of the video, I told people like, hey, thank you for watching this video, but you know what? There's actually a hidden strategy not a lot of people know about, and I want to give it to you for free. All you need to do is invite 3 of your friends. If 3 of your friends actually sign up as well, that's when you get that video automatically delivered to your email inbox, right? Now, is everyone going to do that? No, of course not, but a lot of people actually did. A lot of people started sharing about it on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, like in all kinds of Facebook groups, right? And that's where the momentum started, right? And then obviously people opted in from there. And then the next day we did the same thing, right? So below the second video, again, same, everyone had their own unique invite link, like it's the same for every person has their own unique link, and you can then share that with your friends. And again, the friends would then also go to the opt-in page, right? So on the second day, it was the same thing. We talked about, hey, you know, here's more value. People were excited about it. People were actually genuinely excited about what we were teaching, right? So it didn't feel for them like, hey, we're just spamming our friends. No. They're like, if they had friends who were also interested in Facebook ads, they were helping them out, right? So again, we were teaching, and at the end of the video, again, hey, if you had friends who are interested in this, awesome. Invite your friends using the link below, and then automatically, if 3 of your friends sign up, you will get this hidden strategy delivered into your email inbox, right? And then this third day, same thing again, right? So this happened for 3 days in a row, right before our actual product went live. And a couple things happened here, which partly I did expect and partially I did not expect. First of all, we got thousands of leads, and that part I actually did expect because we've been working at UpViral for a few years now. And we've seen so many case studies where so many customers who just, they started using UpViral and their email list just exploded, right? That's something that we see happen a lot of times. Like if you haven't used UpViral, like you definitely should check it out at upviral.com. But that part I wasn't really surprised by, right? Like we always keep track of like how are our clients doing and like how many people are actually exploding their email list, because a lot of people start sharing their links on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and all these other places, right? So that part didn't really surprise me. We got tens of thousands of leads going into this funnel. So we had an early bird list. We had an email list that we can then start talking to once our product actually went live, right after this sequence, right? But then something else happened as well. Outside of the people who joined our list, what I didn't realize is that there was just a buzz going on online. So besides the people who are now joining, right, one of the things we also did for this launch was we had affiliates promoting us, right? So we asked people like, hey, if you want to promote our product, our new product to your customers, to your audience, you will get a commission, right, for every time you refer a customer, right? And usually it's not easy to get big affiliates, to get businesses who can literally give us hundreds of clients or have that reach, like big influencers who can just send out one email to their audience and we get hundreds of extra customers. It's not easy to get these kind of people on, basically to get on their radar, to be interested, right? And what happened is that now, this time around, a lot of these influencers and affiliates, they started reaching out to us because they were asking like, hey, all of my customers and people in my community, they're talking about this thing that you've got going on. Like, what is it? Can I get in? Because my audience is loving it, right? And that's really what made a major difference to this product launch, right? So this all happened right before the 6-day period where we actually had a special offer going on. So right after we dripped out these 3 videos, we had a 6-day period where people could get access to a special offer. And just after 1 day, right, we already did $330,000 in US dollars in revenue from this launch. All because we built a major momentum, we built up a major buzz. Plus, we built up a large email list with people who are interested about this exact thing. So on this email, on this day, we could literally send out an email like, hey, right now it's for sale. You can get access to it at a special offer, special price. So jump on it right away. And obviously, we kept sending out emails every single day to this audience, right? Especially on the last day. It's always an important day where you can say like, hey, we've been telling you a lot about this product, this new awesome thing that we got going on, this special offer, but today is the last day because after that we are closing it down, right? Like the special offer, the special bonuses that we put together. And this is really how we've been able to do over $1 million in the first 6 days, right, of Connect leads being for sale, which was our first product at Connectio. All because we did a pre-launch, we built an email list, we built a buzz using UpViral, right? So if you are about to launch your business or you have a new project going on, and you want to build a list. You want to build a list of people who are interested in that thing. You want to create a buzz online. You want to create a momentum right before your book goes live, or your software goes live, or your new course goes live. Then UpViral is what you should use, right? So head over to UpViral.com. We'd love to have you, and we'd love to see you be our next success story as well. So this is obviously just one of the many ways you can leverage UpViral, but as you can see, like this, it's been a major success for us, and I'm sure it will be for you as well. I'll see you on the inside.